¿no?
Like the lighthouse keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of rights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposing sideline, the Patriots head coach. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're off and running from Gillette. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Shot.
It's Allen again. Escapes the defender. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get back a small bit of what he just ripped off as they take him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He couldn't do it right there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who Brock, I think, needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We're 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Cut at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown. Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Oh, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll try the extra point one more time. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Extra score, Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window, and the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Yellow, yellow.
They give to Hall on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down. Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sets it just a little bit right. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Send one of the tight ends in motion right. First down, here's Evans. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Here we go, here we
This is
go.
Allen on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Ready, go, Cowboy 80s.
To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Yellow.
Back to throw Mahomes. He's got a man left. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down.
Attack, attack. Hey, 57, 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
14. Patriots, nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He's dropping back to throw. It's a screen play for Allen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10.
In the red zone now. It's inside the 10. Well, is caught. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Patriots 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yellow. Arms up, blue, lane. This way.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They'll throw, third and long. Taking a deep shot here. Wide open down the field, and he has it! All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Now they're trying this straight ahead. And second down only works out for a yard. So before third down whistles, and yep, their timeout comes in. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
50-yard line.
Pat the 60. Pat the... Ready?
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's brought down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Let's go
Brings
now.
up 2nd and 8.
Bronco.
He's going to throw it again. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they win with on 3rd down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Broncos are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Yellow. I'm going.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
43, 15. Hey, color. Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this one is launched downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
And that is teach-you tape right there, Pete, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
15. Hey, dribble it.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to go deep again. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the 1st half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Right up the gut. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Ball just a yard shy. Midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd 10.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Dumps it off to his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And his progress is stopped with a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Scott Evans once again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lift at any time.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10. There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Motion, JC.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. This one's caught. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The New England offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. Stay with. Roll.
Come out throwing. He's on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. 1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. Cowboy 8.
In the air here. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarred loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get... on 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Stays upright. He is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now one interesting decision coming up on 4th down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
No go, Allen. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll throw it here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos.
Looking to throw here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw. He can run it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Hawk 7.
2nd down, looking for options. Catch made. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Number 180.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Right side caught by Higgins. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Patriots offense all set to go. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he's gonna get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches.
Ready, go. Hut, Viking, 18.
Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
60 Eagles.
Running from the pistol, here's Allen. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Broncos offense all set to go. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A gain of 12. And a Broncos first down.
Easy.
To the air, Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Yellow, come back. I'll go on, Eddie. Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up in first and goal here from the 7.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Attack!
Throwing again, Mahomes. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Broncos looking like they'll start this season with a win. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts with an option, right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Working now from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, set.
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. First set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun hands out for Allen. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Unlock line.
Right back to Allen. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.